coordinator of Climate Momentum.
My name is Ava Happy. I am the social media organizer for Climate Momentum.
And our purpose in speaking this evening is to underscore the need for municipally led action on climate change, to stress the opportunity that we have before us in the Climate Action Plan, and to demonstrate that there is community support for your leadership on climate.
Each of us has a personal story of how we came to be here. My story starts when I was in elementary school. My elementary was Roman Public School, as most of you know, quite a small school there. And I remember feeling very hopeful that we, a school of 100 kids, could have a significant hand in stopping global warming by getting paper straws, growing a garden in the yard. I joined an environment club in grade 5, and I remember hearing about the net zero emissions by 2050 goal, and thinking that it would be very easy to reach this if everyone did little things, like turning off the tap when they're brushing their teeth, eating less meat, thrifting their clothes. But now, after years of conversation and observations, I realize that it is not that easy, and we need bigger, more sustainable changes for even a glimmer of hope for a healthy future. I'm devastated that we're in a worse spot now than we were 8 years ago. And I'm disappointed in what we as a community are putting forth in the name of climate change. I'm looking forward to see what the Community Climate Action Plan will do to actually initiate action for change.
Each of us has our own story that brings us here tonight. You'll have a story of why you chose to be in leadership in the community, and a story of why you chose to serve as staff for the city. But whatever brings you here to a place of leadership and community service, we hope that we have in common a desire to give our community a legacy of effective leadership and a future that is vibrant and innovative. To be clear about what we feel is the urgency of our situation, I started drafting these notes in mid-July for the July ITS meeting, and that same day, Toronto received a month's worth of rain in the space of just 1 hour. 31 days of rain in 60 minutes. And it's going to cost them, according to the Insurance Bureau of Canada, damages to the tune of $1 billion. The night I finished the draft for ITS, 25,000 people were being evacuated from Jasper and Jasper National Park. And the night of the actual ITS meeting, 30% of Jasper was burning down. In Ava's lifetime, since she's been in grade 5, 80,000 people have been evacuated from Fort McMurray in the face of a wildfire that burned 2,500 homes and cost $3.8 billion. In the summer of 2021, showing my age, the town of Lytton burned to the ground. And that same summer, BC experienced the deadliest weather event in its history. Not because of flooding or wildfires, but because of heat. In just 5 days, BC experienced the death of 600 people. And 300 of those deaths came in the same day. There were points during the day, the BC Coroner's report says, when people calling 911 were told there were no ambulances available to send. The 911 call centers were overwhelmed. And this week, as we present to you, communities in Quebec are recovering from historic levels of rainfall and flooding.
In the words of Britt Ray, there is no drug in the world that is big enough to sweep this under. The point we're trying to make is this. As the action plan itself says, climate change is real, the impacts are already being felt, and pose mounting risks to our communities. You don't have to be an environmentalist to take climate change seriously. You simply need to be pragmatic. This is my life we're talking about. This is my future. And it's not that I'm somehow more special than anyone else, but my future matters. And we need to take action to protect it.
So in summary, the crisis we're facing requires community-wide response. It's not pragmatic to think that we can respond to a crisis of this scope on an individual or household by household basis. The Community Climate Action Plan presents us with an opportunity for coordinated community-wide response and action at a level that's needed. And not just to respond to the crisis, but actually, if you read the plan, to save the community sizable amounts of money.
We urge you to take this next step and to adopt the Community Climate Action Plan. We believe that there is a critical need for municipality-led action on climate change and that the community is ready to support your leadership. Thank you for your time tonight and for the work that you do.